So, you're going to believe her story?
An art that boosts a Malak's power far beyond its normal limits. Sounds like we might be in for a real fight.
And she said that Melchior developed it, too.
Maybe this explains why he was so intent on acquiring that Siegfried relic.
If this is all true, a frontal assault might not be the best idea.
But why do you think Teresa is willing to go so far to protect Oscar?
Oscar is the second son of the Dragonia family, aristocrats with ancestral ties to the Asgard royal lineage. From what I understand, he was sent to the Abbey in the hopes of strengthening his family's ties to the group.
For the good of the bloodline. Happens all the time.
Teresa followed him to the Abbey, where she's been his constant savior, even if she's kept it from him.
So she's another noble too. Could have had an easy life if she just kept in her place.
No, Teresa was conceived, outside of formal matrimony, and her mother was not of what you'd call high standing.
It happens more often than you might think. My mother died, and my father's wife never cared for me. So I merely served the Dragonia family as a maid. Those were dark, lonely times for me. But Oscar was the only one who called me his sister and embraced me as family. Does a sister need any other reason to want to save her brother?
So you're back on your feet.
My sincere thanks for the medicine.
I can't use you as a hostage if you're dead. Where's the therion?
Ahead through the Baird Marsh are the ruins of an ancient kingdom. There you'll find the Earth Pulse Point, along with Oscar.
What happened to number 1?
Lord Artorius took number 1 away from me. As it stands, I'm without the powers of an exorcist. As such, whether I live or die is for you people to decide. Once Oscar is safe, you can do whatever you like to me.
We'll do as you wish. All of it.
Well,
I know
okay.
You know this, Fee, but don't let your guard down for 1 second.
I won't.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't do that. Like, just be careful around her. I'm not really too keen on Teresa, but she seems like she means well. I mean, she obviously has always cared for Oscar. We know that for sure. And I don't know what's going on, like, with the... I don't know what's going on with Lord Melchior or the art that he made for Oscar. Like, it might... I understand where her worry is coming from. So, yeah, maybe this can work to our advantage. Or this might turn really bad. I don't know. But who knows? I guess we're gonna have to see. But having Teresa on our side is kind of crazy. I do kind of like that they're throwing in the Corsair Scourge again. Because I was not a huge fan of that the first time it came around. But at least they're, like, throwing it in, like, again. I kind of like the whole, like, throwing it in again and being like, yeah, it's still a thing. And it happened again. So, you know, fair enough. I do still think it's a little weird. But I understand the reference to it. I know everyone was telling me about the reference to it. I know the reference, but it just felt really out of the blue. But if it's a thing that, like it's not just a one-time thing in the game, I could like it a little bit more because of that. So for now, we have a couple people we need to talk to. And yeah, so let's go talk to this guy first.
I'll send a Sylph J if anything comes up here. Have a safe trip.
Thanks.
Still, why would the Abbey build anything all the way out here?
Teresa, what do you know?
This island may be uninhabited now, but judging from the ruins, we can tell that civilization has flourished and fallen here many times. This island lies at a focal point of air and sea currents, as well as the flow of the Earth Pulse. That means that malevolence gathers here too.
Is that why civilization has risen and fallen here before?
It is. Furthermore, the malevolence of those long-dead people still lingers here, lost and unfading.
Even after so long?
The more they prospered, the greater the loss of life.
Normally, this sort of thing could not be ignored. The malevolence here should have been dealt with in haste.
But because the Abbey is scheming to resurrect Enominat, there's no way they'd want to waste such a bounty. Bursting with malevolent juiciness, and no meddlesome people around to cause trouble. There couldn't be a more perfect spot.
If there's one place they'd put a therion, it's here.
Yeah, it's actually a pretty much the most perfect spot to put them, or put one. So yeah, I could see that. What about you, sir?
This is an Abbey encampment. No one's stationed here now, but it's well maintained.
From what I could gather, it will be approximately 10 days before the next patrol stops by.
That's more than enough time to find the therion and get it off the Earth Pulse.
We can rest here too. No need to rush things. We'll find the therion, but let's do it right.
Sure. Yeah, I was kind of wondering about that. I was like, isn't this like an Abbey camp? And for some reason they're just not going to check it out for 10 days? I mean, sure. It's kind of weird, but okay. So, we got some supplies on hand. I don't really think I need to buy anything, but let's check. Actually, I need to get some more light bottles. Can buy arcane bottles, but they're stupid expensive. What about these feldspar daggers? Which I actually have them already. We already have all these weapons, have those. Yeah, we're pretty good. I'll buy these. Alright. So, was there anything back here real quick? Treasure? Grape gel. Cool. I was about to fill up on that, but I was like, I'm fine. So that was good. So I guess for now, we're just going to keep going and see if we can find Oscar. And if Oscar's...
Teresa,
oh,
it's
wow.
been a while.
We haven't seen each other since the throne. But that doesn't seem like so long ago to me. Not when I keep hearing so much about you. Eleanor Hume, the traitor.
What of the Corsair Scourge?
Nothing to worry about. I've had my dose of Salatoma.
Was it as bad as you remembered it? Brings you back to when you were an initiate, doesn't it?
Why did you betray us, Eleanor? When the Abbey made you a patrolling inspector, they placed great responsibility upon you. Oscar should have been the one to take on that role. He had already been selected for it. But you wanted it so very badly, and that sweet, naive man that he is, he let you take it.
I had no idea. Oscar had already been chosen?
Yes, and after he passed on it, he was stationed on that dangerous island where he sustained that awful wound. And now, you accompany the monster that nearly killed him. I feel I have a right to some answers.
My desire to save humanity has not changed. I have simply found a path different from the Abbey's.
I don't find that answer acceptable.
I didn't think that you would. I know very well that you offer no compromises when it comes to Oscar.
You're right. I don't. Be sure to inform your new friends of that fact. In order for me to protect Oscar, I'm going to need you all to trust me. That's all I have to say to you.
I understand.
Was not expecting a skit with her. I'm still, like, completely... Like, sometimes I'm just blown away by the skits, because I'm like, wow, they actually have artwork of her, and there's a skit with her, and, like, there's a thing with Eleanor and her, and that makes sense, because Eleanor is presumed to be a traitor, and she kinda is at this point. I mean, even though Artorias gave her that mission, but she's pretty much forgotten it at this point. But, like, man, I was not expecting a freaking skit. Jesus. That's so cool. I really like the skits in this game, man. I hope they continue to improve it like this. And I really feel like this is an amazing direction. I've talked about it a couple times throughout the Let's Play, but, like, I am so blown away every time.
I heard that they use this island to hold exiled prisoners. Just looking at this place depresses me. I hate it here.
We can't go carelessly wandering about. This place is dangerous.
I know. Still, from the looks of those ruins, there used to be one impressive civilization here. I can practically taste the hidden treasure.
The punishment for tomb raiding is quite strict, you know.
Think I'd be a pirate if I was afraid of the Abbey?
I won't stop you from looking for loot. But if you get into trouble, don't expect us to save you. Got it?
Aye, aye, sir.
Yeah, fair enough, man. Yeah, I don't expect them to be too afraid of the Abbey. So, Baird Marsh. Is that how you say it? Baird Marsh? I don't know. I was kind of not paying attention when they said the word. I'm pretty sure they said it at some point. I was like, whatever. God, it's really crazy to have Teresa with me. She just seemed like the last person who would actually, like, be part of, like, the party. And she's not really part of the party, but she is, kind of. Alright, so I don't know what that really does, but I guess I'll go find out. So I can't use my board, unfortunately. Let's check the... Oh, hi. I didn't even see that guy. Looks like we're pretty on par with the enemies here, actually. So I'm not too worried about that, at least. You guys are pretty rough, though. Ow! Excuse me. That was not very nice. Alright, Rokuro, come on in. They are pretty beefy. Oh, there we go.
Hey, is everyone alright?
Some experience. I'm sure if I did some big encounters, I'd probably get a lot more. But that's cool. What else? Trees, flowers. Is there something there? Yeah. So let's see. We have just one pathway to go. What's this called? Teresa the Hostage. Okay. So we have one pathway to go, but there's probably going to be something up. The left part of the map is probably going to be the chest. So I'm probably gonna run up there first. Yeah, it seems like I'm pretty on par with levels, so I'm not too worried. Oh, great. I may throw in like one big encounter though, just to see how it goes. See how much experience they really give me. Panacea bottle. Get some of that wind. I do have a holy bottle on those, so I'm kind of scaring everyone away, unfortunately. But, oh well. No, come back. I want a big encounter. Oh. Alright, so this is probably going to open up the path again, maybe? Like that's gonna get blocked off or something? I don't know. Like I know that creates that. I don't know where the fire one is, so. Well, I'll turn those off for now and see if that ruins my day. Any of you guys wanna have a big encounter? No? Okay. That's fine. Feel like I'm gonna get annoyed by these things, but I guess we'll see.
That power number 2 displayed at the throne. Hard to believe he had that hidden in him. Lord Melchior said that number 1 was full of untapped potential as well. If I have the talent to use it.
Teresa, my lady, you seem angry.
Me? At what?
At me, for running away and joining Velvet.
Oh, that? I was careless. An enemy stole a tool of mine. I'm merely frustrated at my own incompetence.
A tool?
I don't care what happens to me now. Not as long as I can save Oscar.
I'm the one who hurt your precious brother. And you're asking for my help now?
Yes, you hurt him. You scarred his face, and his honor, and his heart.
Still holding a grudge then? Well, at least you won't be able to kill me in my sleep.
With no Malakim, I'm an ordinary woman. How could I threaten the Lord of Calamity? I'm painfully aware of my own weakness.
Good. Try to keep out of the way then.
Lady Teresa, Velvet isn't so different from you. She had a little brother,
I know all about the Lord of Calamity, but none of that matters to me. As powerless as I am now, this is the only path for me. It's the only way I can save Oscar.
Lady Teresa.
Yeah, fair point. I'm not really liking the whole Laphicet being like, Lady Teresa. Like, come on, Laphicet, you've gotten past this. Just call her Teresa. You don't need to be like, hey, Lady Teresa, you're so cool. I may call you Lady Teresa. It's like, I don't know. I think Laphicet's past that point, you know? At least I would feel like he's past that point. So I'm just kind of like, I don't feel like he needs to call her that, you know? I'm feeling like maybe down there first. So let's check down there. Yeah, I think that's like the only thing that's kind of bothering me. I don't really want him... I wish he was like a little past that point where he was like, yeah, you know, like just call her Teresa, you know? But I guess there's some things you can never let go of even after like this moment. Like after quite a bit. Even for like Laphicet, who's been through quite a bit from now. But he's a good kid. So I can understand like, can't go that way. Never mind. I can understand the position, but I do kind of wish he was just like, yeah, I'm just going to call her Teresa now, you know? After it's been so long, I feel like that would be cool to see a little growth that way. Maybe a little down the line, I'm not sure, but I think that would be cool. Get some money. Yeah, and the fact that she's like going so far as to like work with Velvet, the one who scarred his face, like that's pretty insane. Where is that treasure chest? Probably gonna miss it, but oh well. Yeah, I think that's like the one thing that kind of blows my mind more than anything. But, well, I guess not, because she really wants to... She wants to save Oscar. She's willing to do whatever she has to for it. So, never mind, that makes sense. Just like, yeah, I'll work with the Lord of Calamity for it. Why not? So I can't do anything about that. That's blocked off. I'm probably gonna have to go back and turn everything off. God damn it. I knew this was gonna bother me. Like, I knew as soon as I saw it. Yeah, so I need to go turn this off. Actually, like, you don't... That's weird. I just need to turn the green one off. Which I think the green one is, like, right back here. Hopefully. I don't really remember. There it is. I doubt they're gonna make me walk like all the way back to turn the other one to fire. But at the same time, maybe they will. I don't know. I'll be honest, that would kind of suck. Oh. Oh, okay. You know, I'll meet you over at the fire. Actually, I'll meet you back here when that's off. Alright, so... that was a walk. The bad thing is I don't have my geoboard at the moment. So I can't really go around and geoboard my way across the land. So that kind of sucks, but I got it done. So... I was on my way back, like... on my way there and back. I was kind of looking at the scenery a little bit. I was looking at over here where it says, like, Domain of the Old Kingdom. Like, this is like a whole thing, dude. Oh, this was like a light bottle, right? Yeah, I abandoned it.
Malachim are just tools.
What are you brooding over?
I know. Velvet, Eleanor, or Teresa. You're not sure whose little brother you want to be, eh? In that case, I assure you I'm the kindest of the lot.
The cruelest, most devious. That's not what's on my mind. There's something I need to say to Lady Teresa.
Something you wish to say? Then speak, number 2.
That's just it. I'm not number 2. I'm Laphicet.
Laphicet?
It's the name Velvet gave me. It's very important to me.
Something can be important to you?
Yes, I have feelings. You see, Malachim are not tools.
Very well. I shall call you Laphicet from now on.
Thank you, Lady Teresa.
You're kinder than you look, my dear Teresa.
Thank you, Teresa.
You misunderstand. With so much at stake, I don't want to rock the boat.
I mean, that's pretty good though. Like, I'm glad you're not willing to rock the boat. I was kind of expecting her to be like, no. Malachim are tools, what are you talking about? How dare you even question me and my beliefs and all that? But she was like, yeah, sure, I'll call you Laphicet, whatever. Like, wow. That was easier than I thought it would be. So Teresa and Oscar's abilities.
Velvet, tell me what you know about Teresa and Oscar. I want a clear picture of what they can do.
All right. Teresa and Oscar are...
I can give you the lowdown on everything Abby. Lady Teresa and Oscar are the best of the best, even among the praetors. Some call them the consuls. There are only around 100 praetors in the world, so we're talking very elite.
Anyone called a consul is going to be adept at both fighting and leadership. They are key figures entrusted with responsibility for major cities and institutions.
The fighting part is all we have to worry about. Are they better than you, Eleanor?
Yes, I was a primus, which is a full rank below them. I could never overcome Teresa's arts or Oscar's swordsmanship in our practice battles.
When they were still trainees, they worked together to wipe out dozens of demons in a single night. After that, Lord Melchior kept a close eye on them.
Appreciated. I'll be on my guard.
Together they sound like a real threat. Thankfully, we're only after Oscar alone.
But Oscar has mastered a new art developed by Lord Melchior. You can count on it being a nasty one.
You really do know a lot about this stuff.
It's a little suspicious.
You think so? Well, I was at the Abbey, so...
Why don't you call him Lord Oscar?
That's what's bothering you? It's because we're both so popular with the ladies. I consider him a rival.
Sure, well, I'm sure you're the one winning out that battle.
Our scout ship
Poor
has returned.
Bienfu. So we get some wine.
Recipe.
Hey man, that's it! I've come up with a sick-ass new recipe for my home buddies down at the streets of Boston. Come on by to my new Italian restaurant. I have some 3-meat ragu sauce. I hope you're ready for a harmony of flavors, a prayer for peace. It's amazing. I came up with it myself. Alright, let's keep going.
Scout.
So, I get the feeling that something bad's gonna happen. But I'm kind of confused by Bienfu's story, actually. I was led to believe that there were only like around 40 praetors. At least I thought so. Like, I remember reading that in the book in the manor. Oh, I know, the geoboard. I remember in the manor, or the cathedral or whatever it was. When we read the book and we first learned about Melchior and the Legats and Melchior Maven, we learned about that. I thought they said that there were only like 48 or 38 praetors. I think 38 praetors. But Bienfu was like, no, there's like around 100. I was like, oh, okay. I don't know if I'm willing to believe Bienfu over this, but I feel like he has more updated information. That might have been outdated. So I can give it that. You know? So we have that, which I kind of want to check what's down there, so sure. So yeah, that was like the one thing I was like, 100? Jeez. And then you learn that Oscar and Teresa are like fucking hardcore. I'm guessing I cannot open this. Yeah, fucking Cat's Chest, man. I fucking hate Cat's Chest. I kind of wish there were like bundles of souls, you know? Like, I feel like at some point they should just throw in souls that have like 5 or 10 in them. I feel like that would be a lot better for this system. I don't know. Like, there might be better ways to collect souls. It probably hasn't come up yet, or maybe I've just neglected it. But for right now, souls are like a pain in the butt. Oh, I don't know if I want to do that, actually. I was like, oh yeah, I kind of want to try out like a hard encounter. I was like, and then I looked at it, I'm like, you know what? Nah. Figured that was going to happen.
Ah!
Oh, a bug.
Oh, it's a beetle.
Yeah. A Lionel giant thunderstag beetle, to be exact.
Why do they always have such awkward names?
I think it's a cool name.
I've never been able to figure out why boys are so drawn to these things.
Huh?
What's the matter? Didn't you want to see it?
Yeah. Thanks.
When he was little, Oscar was always running around the woods collecting bugs. He'd get so into it, it was never long before he'd trip and hurt himself.
Did you grab bugs for him?
Yes, I thought they were gross, but I was much taller than him, and I had the reach. Once, he gave me a whole pile of cicada shells as his way of thanking me. I just screamed.
I'm sure he just wanted you to know how he felt. I can relate to that.
Rather unusual for a Malak like you to contemplate such things.
Well, I try to. It's just really hard sometimes.
It's hard for people, too. Sometimes it feels insurmountable, and yet we can't give up. Sometimes you just have to say what you believe in your heart, even if you're not good at saying it.
What I believe.
Fee, hurry up already!
Alright, don't make me care so much about Teresa,
What are
alright?
you two talking about?
Nothing.
Kind of starting to... God damn it. Kind of warming up to her. She doesn't seem that bad. Throughout the game, she seemed pretty but I think she's a little better. She's getting a little better. That's a lot of souls. I still don't really like the Abbey or like treating Moloch the way they do. But I feel like she's able to understand, even though, you know, it's kind of because she doesn't want to rock the boat or because she just wants to reach Oscar. I feel like she does. There's more to her than what we knew at first. Like, I feel like she's more understanding than what things than what it seems we've learned from the beginning, you know? A lot of it does revolve around Oscar, though. So that's not really something... You can't really hide that fact.
Hey, Laphicet. Found a new stag beetle, did you?
Yeah, Lady Teresa caught it for me.
Ooh, those pincers are sharp. Eisen, take a look at this fine specimen of a stag.
Wait, I believe that might be a two-horned rhinoceros beetle.
Listen, you two. If you're gonna get in another fight over this, I'll just say it's a new type of drone beetle.
You wouldn't.
You've really figured us out, huh?
Eleanor, you didn't make him say that just now, did you?
I did not. I've made a pact with him as a vessel, but he isn't tethered to me.
A Moloch. Acting so human.
I used to think that way. Malakim possessing free will just like humans? It was inconceivable. But meeting Laphicet and Eisen taught me the truth. They laugh in joyful times, and cry in sad times. Their stomachs even growl too.
Their stomachs growl?
Now I take it as a matter of course that not only Malakim, but demons and therions too, have their own thoughts and feelings.
I thought you hated demons.
I certainly still do, but now I feel something besides just hate.
Malakim with free will? Demons and therions as well?
You must have sensed that in Laphicet, or you wouldn't have caught that beetle for him. When you saw his beaming face, it must have reminded you of when Oscar was a young boy. Am I correct?
This conversation's over.
Yeesh. I mean, she's probably right on the money.
Teresa, be honest. Isn't there something wrong with the Abbey using a dangerous experimental art out in the field?
Oscar's the one who decided to go through with it. Don't presume to know anything about who he is.
Well... Yeah, but she's probably right though, right? It sounds pretty bad. Oh man, this place is big. There's a dude over there. Oh shit. Alright, so that is blocked off, it looks like. Is that the main way to go? So I'm gonna have to go back and turn that off. It's like right at the entrance, so it's no big deal. But that kind of sucks. Yeah, I think Eleanor nailed her though. Like she's just like, yeah. Probably reminded you of Oscar, right? You were like, oh yeah, I kind of like Laphicet. It's like, fuck you. That's pretty much how it went. That was the conversation. Alright, so we got that. And then that, of course, is fucking blocked off. How is this gonna work? So I need that off. Well, I need that on fire. But didn't doing it back here cause like another barrier to go away? I don't remember now. It's nowhere here. Let's turn this off. I'm guessing it's going to be past the wind one. And it's gotta be somewhere in that area. Probably. Well, would that make sense? I don't know. There it is. Alright. I was just being dumb, I'm sorry. So there's another wind one. Soul bottle, what does that do? 3 souls to an ally in battle. That's pretty dang good, actually. I see one out there. Alright, so that's gonna turn on, so I actually can't do that. That's just a way to get back, it looks like.
Using that art could be fatal. I can't allow Oscar to try it.
Lady Teresa, is something the matter?
It's nothing. I'm fine.
But you looked like you were in pain.
Oh. I was just thinking a bit.
You didn't have time to rest after recovering from the Corsair's scourge. You're awfully hard on yourself, you know.
And even harder on others, am I?
That's not what I meant.
It doesn't matter. I'm well aware that I'm stone cold. But they say a Moloch never knows his vessel's heart. I said nothing all those times you snuck off to the library, did I?
You knew about that?
Of course I knew. But I was just letting you roam free like a master might let her little pup. Number 1 didn't wander about like you did. What makes you different?
I'm sorry.
Well, boys will be boys, I guess. But I was planning on punishing you if that behavior continued.
Punish me how?
You don't want to know. It might wreck your good cheer.
Lady Teresa.
Look at how open she's being. Do you really think she'll work with us?
I don't think she's lying to us. But I don't think she's being entirely truthful either. Look, I know I probably don't have to say this, but...
You don't. I won't let my guard down. If I see anything funny, she's dead. And since she has no Moloch, it'll be quick.
Pretty much. Yeah, I'm kind of with Eisen on this one. She seems like she's not lying, but don't know if she's being entirely truthful. So, just something to keep in mind. So we have the fire one here, so I might as well turn this on. So that's going to take us up to the dude, which I don't even know if I'm going to be fighting him. I've kind of been putting them off now. I feel like I can just come back. I may just come back during certain points and just go kill them off screen. Because honestly, you're just seeing a fight. Like, there's nothing really to see. So, I feel like I'm just going to save these guys for probably around the end of the game. Come back and kill them all. So I think that's what I'm going to do. So I'll let this guy go for now. Because I know I left a bunch of them in a ball. And in the Morgana Woods, yeah. So we'll, and also I believe I missed some. So I'll go back. I know they drop like the sights, like the things that give me more abilities. I'll get them all. Well, I don't know if I'll get all of them, but I will get most of them. I promise. Alright, so that is there. There's a chest here. For blobbering. And that's the thing over there. Alright, so let's get that. And also we're going to finally get the Geo board. Oh, thank God. Hooray! Geo board! Alright, let's turn that off. And I believe we are good. Thank God for Geoboard. As I run into a wall. I'm trying real hard, guys. Oh, you know what the problem is? Oh, maybe I'm just supposed to use this stick. This feels a lot better, but it's kind of awkward. Because I'm using the... I usually use the left stick, but that kind of like moves the camera? Well, no, it's basically the same thing. No, it's the same thing. Okay. I'm just being crazy. So that's going to create a shortcut backwards, so that's good. Yeah, that's a shortcut. Alright, I guess keep going this way. Oh God, I was just moving really fast. Well, these are new enemies. I've been passing by them, but we'll show them off. Also, I should think about maybe switching out my party a little bit, because I've been using the same party members for a little bit. So maybe I'll take a look at that. There we go.
Hey, is everyone all right?
Yeah, 1,000. Probably could do better in the with a big encounter. What was I gonna do? Oh God, I'm almost dead. Oh yeah, I was gonna trade out dudes. I want Rokuro in the party. I feel like I haven't had him in the party in like forever.
I'm up.
So replace Eleanor. Rokuro's attack is kind of garbage, actually. His defense is really good. Why is your attack so bad? Let's give him that. And he's been... Oh my god, that takes forever to master. Let's give him these just so he can master something in a reasonable amount of time. And that should bring his attack up pretty well. For Aizen, though, he's at 414. Yeah, we'll replace Magilou for now.
Why, sir?
I can handle
Oh,
it.
whoops.
You want me in?
I'm up.
How's Aizen doing anyway? Quartz bracelet. Alright. Yeah, he seems good. Okay, we'll work with this. Alright, so... we have a really big shortcut there. I'm kind of wondering how that works. Kind of curious about that. Oh god, there's even more. I wasn't even paying attention to that. I'm just gonna skip it past them real quick just to see what's in front of us. That looks like it's going to head toward... Actually, there's two pathways. I don't even know which one goes where. Let's look...
Teresa,
Oh.
let's review our plan before we go in.
All right.
We'll tell Oscar that we'll release you if he gives up his weapons and Malachim. We'll tie him up, collect the therion, and then head for the docks. Once we're aboard our ship and ready to sail, we'll release you. You'll be free to do whatever you want.
Very well. But I want you to promise me one thing. Promise me you won't hurt Oscar.
That depends on him. I'll defend myself if I have to.
Velvet, please, do it for me, too.
If you want to save Oscar, you need to make him listen. Put your own life on the line. You're his sister. Do whatever you have to protect him.
I will. Even if it means my death.
Alright. Well, I guess it's going to be a crazy time. So how does this work? We can open... Oh yeah, this was the blocked pathway from a long time ago. Oh, cool. Oh, that's the actual shortcut, not the one from before. Well, boy howdy. Cool. So it seems like it's up there. That's where we actually need to go. I might check the north pathway first, because we had that skit over here, and that's past this northern pathway. But I am going to save real quick. Because I've been going for quite a bit in this place, and it's pretty long. It's a pretty long place. There we go. Well, thankfully, at least we have the geo board. Well, this is just one big area with nothing in it, except some treasure. Let me take a look around for that treasure just in case. There's probably one back here. It might be good, so I'm willing to go look. Like this. Get military hike. Cool. Like, if I can get, like, a free arcane bottle, I'd be willing to walk down, like, a random segment. For sure. Where is that final one? There it is. Oh, another gold chest. Old flyers. Huh. Let's take a look at those. So he's almost done with those weapons. So old flyers. Huh. Okay. Oh no, this is the old flyers. Weird. Looks like there's a weird face on it. Okay. Cool. So new weapon, new armor. I'm down with that. Excuse me, friends, passing on through. So I guess the buttons that we saw, like the fire and it was water and earth this time. Well, they change based on how you change them. It seems like those are for your way back, I guess, maybe? Like, I haven't seen any barriers. This is what happens when you talk too soon. Fuck. Alright, let's go back and turn those off. Probably should have done that when I passed them. God fucking damn it. Now, if there's, like, some pathway that's being... Ooh. An hourglass. Those are pretty dang good. Ineffective versus level 20 plus foes. That's actually a pretty smart move. Because they're really abusable against, like, 20 plus foes. But 5 seconds? Well, I thought they were longer. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm guessing one's going to be right there. Oh, they're both right there. Okay. I was thinking they were going to be right there. So cool. Got an hourglass. That was kind of unexpected. I haven't really been looking around for the art chest. I thought it might be around. Oh, there it is. I was thinking. I was thinking it might be like around up here. So cool. Well, let's go and hopefully not die to Oscar, because if Oscar has some magical art thing, well...
You all know the plan, right?
I'm using you as a hostage to keep Oscar from doing anything stupid. And don't you try anything funny either.
Yeah, it'd probably be for the best if you didn't do anything dumb. I feel like she's gonna do something dumb, though. Oh, man. Well, let's just hope things work out with Oscar. Considering he has some crazy art, I'm gonna say that things are not gonna work out with Oscar. But we'll see how it goes. So, any chance of getting that other chest? Don't really know where it is. Nope. Oh, there it is. Can I get that before I... Oh, he's just in a field. Oh, this is just... This is a super death flag right now. Oh, man, I can just feel the death. The death is radiating off us. Like, look at this friggin' Metal Gear Solid 3 shit. Like, what a death flag. Something bad's gonna happen.